So you got the starting job. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. Now it's time to get to work and win some football games this year.
So you got the starting job, but coach says three guys are going to play. How do you feel about that arrangement?
I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to go out there and do what I can do, control what I can control, and give it my all every snap.
Has he told you about how much playing time each one of you will get, or?
No, it's just based on whatever he feels like.
How was that announcement made to you?
He just told me before practice.
Today?
Yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how's that feel after transferring from Washington, being here a while, putting in all that work? To have that, pay off just a bit at least.
Yeah, I mean, it obviously feels great, but like I said earlier, job's not done. We still got football games to win, and we gotta have a great season. So it feels good.
Sorry, did you take a moment to celebrate it all?
No, because I mean, we still got a full packed day with practice, meetings, game plan, getting ready for Coastal Carolina. So I mean, just took it, said, hey, let's go, and on to the next.
What do you feel like you need to do Saturday?
Get the ball to our receivers. Protect myself in the protection and make some good stuff in the run game and let the guys around me do the work.
How did the rest of the team receive it, or were they all told at the same time also? Or?
I don't know about that yet. I haven't had a chance to talk to any of them or anything like that.
What's the dynamic between you three guys?
I'd say we're all pretty good friends for just getting to know each other this start of this year. We're all pretty good friends. I mean, we spend the most time together than anybody on the team, so naturally when someone's similar in age like that, you're obviously gonna become really good friends with them. So I mean, they've been supportive of everything, and I support them and whatever they do, and it's just a good relationship.
I know it's still early in the week, but what have you seen from Coastal Carolina's defense?
Yeah, they're a good defense. They got some good athletes. We're excited to see what they play, and we're hoping we can get some deep shots and run the ball.
Where do you think you've made the most strides, back when this started in the spring and where you are now? Yeah,
so my biggest goal was kind of just increase my overall knowledge of football and of defenses and of our offense. And I think that has been the biggest stride, because going out there, it kind of just feels like a video game, and I'm seeing everything good, and I know what I'm looking at and know what I'm looking for.
Speaking of video games, how much does that simulator help you?
It helps a good amount. Yesterday, I think I had the GoPro on. Dante had it on today, and I think we got like 20 or 30 reps from practice. That is just like taking a game rep. You're seeing it from the eyes of the quarterback, and you're looking at all the tells and everything we need. So it's a really good tool.
Is that an everyday thing or once a week thing?
Yeah. So I mean, we all have every quarterback has their own Oculus, and so. Once Matthew Sargent, one of our student assistants, he goes in there, he puts all the clips together, cuts them up, puts the name in there, and we can watch them whenever we want.
You started against Utah. How much do you think that experience will help you just prepare for this?
I mean, it's definitely going to help, because I mean, my first collegiate start was at, like you said, Utah, in a tough environment, tough place to play. I think it's going to help too. And I think what's going to help the most too is I've sat behind a starter for 2 years who's going on to do stuff in the NFL and play great. And so I kind of know and kind of have my own routine kind of figured out before that. So I'm excited and ready to go.
Is there any chance we see a Dorian hurdle from you?
I don't know. Maybe, but probably not.
How useful is the film from the GoPro when it's on your head? Like when you look at it later? It's
very useful, because when we get the camera angle from really high up top, you can't see what I'm seeing, because I have to see through the line, and I have to see around backers, and I have to see safeties. It helps a lot, because it's really, like I said before, you're getting another rep of the play, and you're like, hey, I think I could move this guy that way or fit it in this window. It's really helpful.
What can you say about both Dante and Colin as newcomers to come in and pick up the system to the point?
Yeah, they've been great. They're really smart guys. Dante's really smart. Colin's really smart. Dante's impressive, because he's 18 years old, and he comes in and learning a tough offense, and he's done a phenomenal job. And I mean, nothing but kudos to those guys. They're very smart, very intelligent.
Where are you in terms of your grad progress?
I'll be graduating next winter quarter, after next winter. So
Not this one coming up, the next one?
So we have fall coming up, and then winter after that. So I'll be graduating spring 2024.
Spring 2024, got it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
So, what do you think about this 3-quarterback system and being part of it?
Well, I love being a part of something like this. You know, it's something special. You know, not every organization has this many guys that could play for their team. So I think that's really special. But I played 2 quarterbacks at Kent, so I'm used to this. So there's nothing there really.
2 quarterbacks the whole year, or just like part-time, or?
Yeah, I played a role. It was mainly part-time, but you know, you come in, you compete every day, no matter what your role is. You know, you try to make not only the guys in your room, but the guys around you better.
You think that will help you having that experience?
Yeah, I do. And you know, Garbers been doing this a long time, so you know, being able to sit behind him and watch and learn from him is something that I'm very acceptable about, and also learning from Coach Kelly and Coach Gundy, who do terrific things.
I remember back in the spring, you mentioned, the very first time we talked to you, you mentioned there was a learning curve. When in the process did things really start to click for you to get to this point?
I would say later in spring ball, but mainly at the start of fall camp is when I really started to, get a really good feel for it. You know, it took that time off to really learn the plays and learn the footwork, so it wasn't like much of thinking out there. It's more of just playing football and what I do and what I love.
Spring was pretty critical in that whole development, would you say?
Yeah, it was a big thing because, spring's when you put in all your main concepts and your main things. So learning the base stuff for that, and then just basically learning around it and adding new things to it is, throughout fall camp and then throughout the season. So spring was definitely very educational, and what I needed to get done and what I needed to learn to help me move on and be in this position.
Is this offense, Chip Kelly's offense, right? It's well known. Is it everything that you thought it would be, NFL style?
I think it's everything I thought it would be and more. I went from a very simple concept at my last school to the NFL type style. And so, this is not only going to help me here, but it's going to help me in the long run.
They got some packages in for you just to tuck and run there, Colin?
We'll see what happens on Saturday. I don't know.
I had to try.
How's it been working with the receivers, knowing that this kind of unique situation, trying to get that timing down with them?
Yeah, I mean, we got unbelievable receiver core. These guys can really get off the ball and get moving. They got size, they got length, they got speed, so it's everything that you want out of a receiver core. So just getting out and after practice, throwing a little extra balls, seeing what their timing is, seeing what their routes are, just learning those guys and who they are and how you can play with them.
Remind us a little bit of the timeline when you committed here and then Dante committed. You committed before you had known he was coming here, right? Is that how it worked?
Yeah, I think I committed late December and he was early January.
Right. And didn't change your mind about coming here at all?
No, I mean, I'm not going to run away from competition, and I don't think any of these guys are. So, we got a great quarterback room, and that's what we all want. We want great people around us so we can even be greater than we are.
Yeah.
How much did the situation just kind of help, sharpen and help you, keep the focus, knowing that there were 2 other guys you were even back to the spring, 4 other guys?
Well, I think it really brought the best out of me. I kind of had a pretty secure position. I kind of maybe fell back on that too much. So now I'm really competing every day, coming out with a good attitude, good mindset, just to get better every day. Not only personally, physically or mentally, but help the guys around me get better. Be a vocal leader and then lead by example.
How do you think you have to get better?
I think I just need to be more crisp on what I need to learn and what I need to read. So like I said, it's a very challenging offense, but I'm still getting there. But less thinking, more playing. That's how I need to get better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys playing some golf?
We're just joking around. They all got me into golf now. So.
Oh, all right.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So how was the golf game?
Trying to learn. When I first came out here, I didn't know how to swing a golf club. Only been to Top Golf a couple times, but being around Garbers and Colin and meeting people like Bo Garner on the team, they all love to golf. And when the conversations come up of them competing and doing what they're doing and stuff like that, I was just always wanting to learn. And from then, I just started going with them, just do some tee times and really just be out there and enjoy the beautiful nature. And been picking up some game. Ask Garbers a lot of questions because they see he's the best on the team. But I'm gonna get up there one day with him. Sure.
So how do you feel about Saturday? Obviously, you're going to play as part of a 3-quarterback system. How do you feel about that?
It's a true blessing for sure. I know with this quarterback room is really special. There's many great quarterbacks, and being out here, because I'm the youngest in the room, so being out here with all these great, Garbers, Conlon, Justin, and especially Chase, being out there just giving, learning from them, learning from their mistakes, them telling me stories about just how the game goes and stuff like that. Just a true blessing for sure. And I know playing out there in the Rose Bowl, I've been up there before, but I know playing in the Rose Bowl for sure is going to be insane, with the great fans, and really just understand I'm in college football now. It's not like high school no more. I'm in college football where things got intense, and I'm just truly blessed. And I know there's a lot of work to still be done, but can't wait.
Would you say you're nervous, excited, maybe a little bit of both?
Both.
Okay.
Truly, a lot of times before games, everybody has the nerves and everything like that. Nobody can say they're never nervous. It just happens. It's natural. I'm really excited first because, it's college football. I've been watching college football since I was younger. I watched Caleb and them this weekend, and really just seeing how they played, and just seeing Notre Dame, and seeing, Zach Branch and Jaden Greathouse for Notre Dame. I know that they were in my class of freshmen, and they were scoring and getting in the end zone. I was just smiling just watching them because I know they all have been dreaming for this chance to do those type of things. But can't wait. It's gonna be fun for sure.
Is your family gonna be able to come out here?
Yeah, my family will be able to get out here. Like I say, ticket situation. Some people are stay here, some people not using their tickets, so we're just trying to do what we can, and can't wait for them to get out here.
How far do you think you've come since the beginning of spring?
Really far. I like that question. I know when I came in during spring, it was just so much, So I'm trying to learn Coach Kelly's offense. How Coach Kelly's offense can be. It can be, chaotic, but at the end of the day, it's gonna put you in the right way to make sure that you're gonna be the greatest quarterback you can be. I know with his offense, there's many different schemes, many different ways to do things, and I know so much, but I'm still learning it. Like I said in our meetings, before we come out here, even at night, it's just really just being in that quarterback room. I appreciate Coach Gundy from him breaking down and taking the time out just to help us learn and everything like that. And it's good though, but coming a long way. I'm glad I came here early. Got to go through spring ball, got to go through fall camp. Fall camp was crazy. Forgot what time of the day it was and all types of things. But I came a long way for sure, and I'm proud of myself, and I know there's more work to be done.
Is there a particular moment that comes to mind where you can say, things maybe started to really slow down for you and you started to really grasp it?
I'll probably say second week of fall camp. During spring, everything was just flying fast, learning plays, learning how the different speeds, going against Lot 2, going against everybody like that. It's just so much going on. Fall camp, like I said, everything was still going the first week, but in the second week, I kind of started getting comfortable. Not really comfortable, but started getting comfortable, started feeling like I'm getting back to myself and not being out there just, just looking around, eyes everywhere. But I'll probably say that's the time I started feeling comfortable about everything.
Keeps you on your toes going up against Lot 2 and the Murphys, huh?
Yeah, they're different for sure. I know with all this attention that they're getting, it's truly deserved for sure. I know with Lot 2, with everything going on, with all the hype and everything about him, he's the real deal for sure. And I know at practice they can't touch us, thank God, but I just know sometimes they'll be right next to me and I'll be like, wow, how did you get there so fast? So, I'm proud of this great team we have, and they're helping us all get better.
How does that whole Oculus system help you with the feel for the game, knowing what you're supposed to do, the plays, the whole thing?
It's more for the GoPro situation?
The virtual reality.
Oh, the VR?
VR.
This morning when I was eating breakfast, Kyle...
you just said you were on it.
Yeah, Kyle put on his story that I was in the morning just on the VR doing things. I know it's for sure, like I talked about this before in the other interviews, it's a true blessing to have that. I know while we're at home or not actually on the football field, just being out there actually putting yourself in the reality of being on the football field and seeing how these looks were at practice, and if I thought I saw this at practice, and then having a chance to go back and say, okay, I was wrong on that read, so I just get to learn from it. It's been a lot for sure, but I just know that with that, it's just a true blessing to have it, and I know that we're all learning from it.
I asked Colin about this. How much did it help just knowing that the competition went on for as long as it did, and knowing that you have to keep proving yourself week after week?
Every day, like I said, as quarterbacks, and only one can play. Only one can play on the football field. I know that when it came to us, we all got better every day. A lot of days we probably have, a little bit off days, but the next day we always came back and came to be better. And I just know with everybody being out here, we're all learning from each other and really understanding that, Coach Kelly didn't announce him probably I'm pretty sure today, and understand everything like that. I just know we weren't really worried about the competition part of who we're going to start and everything. We just kept making sure that we got each other better. Just kept having fun. That's the main thing, having fun with the game. And really, when it got announced, like I said, congrats to Garbers and everything like that. We're all going to get our reps and everything like that. So, like I said, we got more work to be done, and I know I got to prove myself.
How do you feel about that offensive line, the confidence level that you have in them?
I say, the main person that starts it, Duke, for sure. With Duke, I know coming in, he's been here for, many years, and he really just pulled me to the side, just talked to me and said, I got you. And I know within him, I just know that him being here with Dorian, him and Dorian had the same trust and everything like that. I know we have to build our trust, and having Josh Carlin, another great golfer, by the way. Josh, he, him and Duke, I see like they're like best friends. Every time they're in the locker room, they're talking with each other. Every time you see them out eating, they're eating with each other. And it's the way they communicate on the football field, the way they talk about what they see, what they look. So I just call them the two best friends because I just know that I trust his O-line, and those are the main two I know that for sure got everybody's back.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
You guys have a great day.